Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Peace, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the AV Experience podcast. I am your host, Alvando, also known as AV. And today, we're going to jump right into it. I have two ladies here that are a part of the LGBT community. Introduce yourself.
I'm Shantae. What else do you want to know? You want to know my age? I'm a lesbian. I'm 39. And I'm here to give my insight on this LGBT podcast.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? My name is Rwanda. I'm 46. I live in New York. I'm a lesbian, and I'm here to tell my story.
Thank you. Thank you both. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it, and I want you all both to know, everybody to know, even those that's tuned in, that I am who I am. I talk the way I talk. I usually don't sugarcoat nothing. I usually say what's on my mind. How it comes in my head is how it comes out.
That runs in the bloodline.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful or offensive intentionally. I have no intentions of being disrespectful. But I am going to ask my questions, and I'm going to say it how I say it.
Okay.
So let's just go ahead and start out. I want to ask the question: at what point in your life did you decide, or what was that defining moment in your life that you decided to be a lesbian? Was there an event? Was there just you woke up one day and said, boom, this is it?
Well, for me, I've always known, even when I was in middle school, I knew that I was attracted to girls that were tomboys. Like I knew that it was something a little different, but I didn't really play on it or pay much attention to it. I guess because at that time, all my friends were into boys. I hung out with all of them, but I was never into them. But I think when I first really realized that I was actually that I liked girls and that I was actually going to talk to one, I was a freshman in high school. And it was a girl at the skating ring.
All right.
So yeah, it was I was in the 8th grade. I was going into my freshman year, and we were at the skating ring, and there was this one girl who was real tomboyish, but it was just something about her that I was like, oh yeah, I like her. And at that moment, my friends, I told them, listen, I like girls. Either you deal with it or you don't. And I never had a girlfriend, but I actually want to talk to one. My mom is a stud, so I was around it, but she never presented it to me. I never seen anything. It didn't influence me or anything. I just knew that boys wasn't my stilo. Girl, my friends liked them. They were cool, but definitely not somebody. I didn't want boyfriends. So.
Okay. Now, Wanda, go ahead on, and what was your defining moment?
Well, I could say my definer was like I knew at a young age that I was attracted to it. It's like I used to be like I was attracted. I knew because I was attracted to one of my mama's good friends. It's like she's an older lady, and hey, listen. I mean, I can remember like playing sick every time my mama had my mom was on the bowling league, and this lady was on my mama's bowling league. Like, and I would play sick like every time my mama had to go bowling, just so I could go see this lady. And I didn't know at the time that's what that was, but I just knew I liked this lady. Like, and I know it wasn't no chance of me doing, but if I could have been with her, I would have been with her, like at my young age, because that's just how much. That's how much and I don't even know. I ain't gonna say I don't know, but before I knew what being gay was.
Okay.
That's as early as before I knew Okay. I knew I was attracted to the same sex.
Okay. Have you had boyfriends prior to knowing that you like women?
Play boyfriends.
Right.
Say again. Play
I
boyfriends.
had play, yeah, play, yeah, yeah. It was when you start talking about, kissing all the, yeah, you gotta go. Like I ain't gonna pause it because I know that I'm not attracted to you like that. So
So no. Okay. So no sex.
yeah,
Now
no, no, no.
Well, go ahead.
that I was going to ask you. You have a different
Me,
story.
yes. I do. I have a son. My son he'll be 21 in July. Um,
21.
his dad and I, yeah, my son will be 21 in July. His dad and I, we were cool. How I ended up even entertaining my son's dad, he was kind of like my weed guy, but my best friend, I always hung out with them, and he was cool. He was always the homie, whatever, whatever. Well, a girl that I was talking to in high school, she ended up cheating on me with one of the other cheerleaders that was on the same team with me. And at that point, I was 18, 17, 18. I was like, you know what? Bump females. This ain't for me. I'm not doing this no more. Whatever, whatever. Just had one of those moments where I was like, okay. So I did have sex with his dad twice. And I don't know if it was the second time or the first time, but I ended up having my son. That was the very first and last time. Um, so for me, I didn't deal with dudes like that. That was my one time dealing with a guy in that manner. Um, and my son came about, but even now at 39, I'm still like, yeah, no, thanks.
Okay.
Definitely not in my for me. It's definitely not for me.
Okay. But do you have male friends?
I do have male friends. You
Okay.
mean like my homies?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm your
Yeah, my
friend.
homeboys. Yeah. Yes, yes, absolutely. I don't, I don't dislike men. I'm just not attracted to them,
Okay. Okay.
and I don't have a problem with telling them. We play for the same team, bro. We play for the same team. I like girls. You like girls.
So what kind of females are you attracted to? The both of you. Yeah, what about the female turned you on?
I love feminine females.
And I like masculine. Well, not masculine females, but I like tomboys. I like studs, if that's the proper term. I like studs. I don't like feminine girls who look like me. I could see a feminine woman and be like, oh, she's nice, so she got a nice body. But as far as me being intimate with a feminine girl, no, I'm not attracted to her.
Yeah, I feel the same about a dominant, like a stud. I can't. Yeah.
So
And
you,
everybody say, "Oh, we all women." No, it's just
It's definitely a
yeah,
difference.
yeah, it definitely is. Yeah,
And most people, and for me, I think most people would be like, well, if you like masculine women, why not be with a man? It's not the same thing
that's
because I
true.
still like
Exactly.
breasts. I still like,
Right.
I don't know how vulgar I can get, but
go
I
ahead.
still
You
like
be
breasts. I
open.
still
Go
like
ahead
the
on.
touch of a woman. Huh?
I said you can go ahead, be open, be free. This is
I, it's something about a masculine woman that, no, I don't want a woman who thinks she's a man. I still want a woman who knows that she's a woman, but she could take the more, dominant role if she like. I'm
so
okay with that.
so when we're talking about dominant role, are we talking about the mentally dominant or physically dominant?
Both,
Both. Yeah.
because a dominant female has both a dominant, masculine, like a masculine persona and mentality. It's a masculine. Most masculine females they have a male mentality.
Hmm.
They're just not a man. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm
So
gonna piggyback on my mom again. My mom is a stud who I was completely raised around my mom and my uncles and my grandfather. And the only feminine woman that was near me was my grandmother and my mom's girlfriend, who, had been around since I was probably in the kindergarten. So,
since you was a peewee, okay.
hmm,
Since you were a peewee. So
right.
what alphabet are you considered? Oh my gosh.
Me?
What is wrong with this
What you
dog?
mean? My,
We want to be on the show too.
right.
I see. Oh my goodness.
Don't block him out, cuz. Don't block him out. Let him be on the show too.
Okay, gracious.
Right.
All right. So yeah, what letter of the alphabet are you considered to be?
Lesbian.
The
L,
L.
L.
The L.
Yeah.
The L.
What part of the L are you considered to be?
Lesbian.
No.
Lesbian.
No. The film, the
It's dark of
it's
the
Oh,
masculine. I'm the
okay.
masculine side.
Okay.
I'm the girly girl.
Okay. All right. So I know I asked the question, but y'all didn't answer it. Maybe I didn't ask it right. What in the female? What's attractive? What attracts you to the female? Is she has to have a pretty face, weave, makeup, or in your case, does she have to put on one of those the things that smash the breast
The
in?
strap?
No,
The binders?
what I don't know what it's called, but the females put them on to make it look like they ain't got no
So-
titties. And
You talking about the binder, yeah.
No.
okay,
No.
okay,
No. For me, I love my friends tell me I have a type all the time. I don't think so. But I
Okay.
like masculine women. I definitely don't want you taping down your breast. That is not no. I don't want no woman who takes down her breast.
okay.
But I'm attracted to a face, her teeth. If you're talking about physical,
Yeah.
I like girls who are taller than me, slim like basketball, athletic. Well, not athletic because you don't have to be no bodybuilder, but slim, tall. Dreads are my weakness. Tattoos are definitely my weakness. Your swag, the way you handle yourself, the way the way she interacts with me, her personality, definitely. If she's funny, if she outgoing, does she like to do things? Is she family oriented? Like I definitely want to know, because I'm a friends and family person. I'm very outgoing. I'm a bubbly person. I like hanging out. I like entertaining. I like having company over, doing Super Bowl games, this, that, and the third. So that definitely plays a big part in, my little matchmaking thing. On a physical level, definitely has to be taller than me. I have talked to someone that was shorter than me, but
How
I
tall are
got to
you?
know her personality. I'm 5'5".
Okay.
So for females, it's not really easy to find a 5'9", 5'10" woman.
Right.
So yeah, I have to kind of deal with the 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", maybe 5'7". I think the tallest that I've talked to was she was 5'9", but she was much younger than me, so that wasn't gonna go anywhere.
So you like them older?
My I yes, normally yes, but these last two have been younger than me. The one now, she's 4 years younger than me. The one before her was 7 years younger than me.
Ooh.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
so that was interesting.
Okay. And you wonder?
I would say what she said is reversing in feminine ways. I love a feminine female, like a lady, as you would say.
But the physical attributes: long hair, weave, packed on makeup.
No, yeah. Steve, I'm not. You don't have to have all of that. Like
Okay.
it just, as long as you got a good personality, we can vibe. I can rock with you. Yeah, if we can vibe, we can rock. Like if we can't vibe, then I ain't got no conversation for you.
What about
Absolutely.
race? Does race play an issue in the community?
Not for me.
No.
Okay. All right. So both of you would get with white chicks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I just got out of a relationship with a white girl, so
Oh, okay.
I've never dated a white girl, but I'm not closed off to it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was. That was my first white girl. It was a little different, but it was a good experience.
My only
Okay.
concern with that would
Definitely a
be
different side. Definitely a different side.
Wait.
for neither my white girl. If I dated a white girl, she would definitely have to be able to be invited to the cookouts. You got to have some.
Well,
type of
oh no,
culture.
she was coaching now. Just
Yeah.
just it's
Like a
her
Fergie.
her family just, it's still,
Yeah.
some people just ain't, they're not accepting to the lifestyle and color,
Oh,
I was about to say you
yeah.
had two strikes against you in that
Yeah,
matter. You
yeah,
got
definitely.
color and lifestyle.
So how can you
And you would
tell?
think being,
How can you tell if is just a phase that they were going through, or is it a phase that y'all going through? Who know? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. How the phase?
A
Because
long phase.
well, if
right?
it's a phase, it's been a long phase here, I tell you.
I was about to
Okay.
say if it's a phase, it's been a long phase.
So
Yeah,
how?
it's been a real long phase.
Okay.
Phases normally don't last.
So
Yeah.
how? Well, hey, wait a minute now, because even though you're lesbian, you're still people, and people put up fronts. You know what I'm saying
Absolutely.
for a long time. So
That
how?
is true, but I
how
think you have to have that personality. You have to be that person that care about what other people think.
That's true.
okay.
And I don't think nobody would really choose it. I mean, you got some people that do, but me personally, I wouldn't just choose this lifestyle.
Right.
Well, now, okay, you got some people that I've heard about. It's a phase. Some people want to try it just to see
Like
if they
like
like.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those I call those experimental people. You
And
ain't
then
really, you're not really
you also
gay.
have bisexual people. Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
also have
yeah, you
people who
just,
do it just for the sexual part of it.
that's
Okay,
true.
okay. So, well, if you
Yeah,
do it,
they just want to experience that being with the same sex. You get
Because a
absolutely
lot
have people out there like that.
all right.
Yeah, because a lot of women think that a woman can please a woman better than a man can
Yeah,
because she knows what she wants.
that's right.
And women's touch are a lot softer than men. There are some men who have a soft touch and know how to caress you and touch you if you want, and massage you in that manner. But
Hmm.
a lot of women are more gentle,
Yeah.
from my understanding.
So, are you saying that there is no domestic violence in the gay community?
Oh,
No,
oh,
absolutely not. There are
absolutely not. Oh,
because
yo, it's more
females they
domestic
go
violence
back.
in same sex
Yes,
relationships and having sexual relationships.
yes. Because two females, if you
Oh, it's
run up on
crucial.
me, oh baby, I'm gonna give you just what you asking for because you're a female just like
Absolutely,
I
and some
am.
more.
I'm
Yep,
a, I'm a,
yep, and
I'm a
some
duck
more.
the hell with your ass. Believe that you're
Absolutely.
not about to run up on me like I'm a punk off because you a girl. No,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Well, with you
definitely
being
doing that.
a female, a feminine female, how would you? I mean, y'all not supposed to fight.
Shit, me, I'm a box your ass like you are nothing.
You could,
You
yo,
crazy
listen.
out your head.
You got you got
My
some
mom,
feminine females that will box faster than a dominant
baby,
female.
sure will, sure
Okay.
will.
Yeah, I didn't ran across some. Like, wait a minute, now hold on, now. You pump your
Yeah,
brakes.
because they think because we're
Yeah,
soft and we're
that's
feminine that
it.
we
Yeah,
can't hold our own down, and you
that's
gonna
it.
run
Yeah,
across some that's gonna give you just what you're looking for. And I'm that one. My grandfather
yeah,
kept me in boxing. My mother
yeah.
kept me doing something. And I mean, yeah, I'm a girly girl, but I'll get up under a car and try to learn how to change a alternator, or drop a car. I do those things just because they interest me. But don't get it twisted because I'm a feminine girl don't mean I can't throw these hands because I
Okay.
will.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's get into the physical part. What you? Okay. So, Wanda, you haven't had an experience sexually with a male, right?
No,
All
no,
right. So that is there's no curiosity there.
no whatsoever.
Okay. So how can you experience the gratification? Well, how can I put this? All right. So when it's body on body,
Hmm.
but there's no body in body, how
Hmm.
is that? How do you get the satisfaction out of intimacy? Since there's no body in body, it's just body
It don't
to
have to be
body.
body in body. It can be
Wait,
body on
yeah, oh
body.
yeah, oh, that's right.
So I hear a lot of
Let me
It's
people
just, it's
about,
just, it's just something about a female touch. They just do it for me. That's it. Period. Like you ain't even got to kiss or do nothing. It just touch you. Yeah, it's over. Like,
okay, so
yeah.
just the touch make you climax, orgasm, and do all that stuff.
Well, no, it don't make you do all of that, but
Okay,
it sets the mood, right?
okay, okay,
Yeah, it sets the mood
okay.
to do
So
whatever we're gonna do.
Okay. So Shantae,
Mm-hmm.
you've had both. You've experienced the male. You've experienced body and body,
Mm-hmm.
and you've experienced body on body. So can you know the difference between plastic and meat,
Mm-hmm.
and you prefer the plastic over meat?
Well, I won't even call it plastic anymore because now they have real feel straps. That's basically what it is. They're not plastic, they're not hard. They feel just like their skin. They're the material of skin. They move, they bend, they even have veins in it, and it does not fit. It's not hard. It's not like plastic hard. It's hard, but it's not it it it, it feels like the real thing. It just don't go.
Realistic
It feels like the real.
dildos.
It's a
Yeah.
realistic feel dildo, yes, but it
Yeah.
doesn't go limp.
So,
So in that sense, we could go all night if we wanted to.
so what you're saying is you can go for hours and hours.
Hours and
That's
days
right.
and days and months.
Yeah,
Yes, you can go.
that ain't natural.
You
Anyway,
can go hours and hours without any problem.
okay,
Yeah, no, I ain't got to regroup.
okay. So that takes out. So you can go shopping. So you can shop for exactly what you want, your size and your feeling and all that stuff. So that takes the pressure off of, real live people where you have to guess until that moment comes along. Okay.
Right.
I got you. But what about?
Let's say I was gonna say, let's say you are a couple that don't use penetration, because there are lesbians who do not prefer penetration.
What?
You can still scissor, which in that aspect, there's multiple ways that a woman can ride another woman, as long as you're flexible and you can get and you can touch
With no penetration.
with no penetration.
So-
It'll literally be
Coochie bumping. So that's what.
Cooch, yeah.
basically.
So that's when. Okay. So when I first heard about gay females, that was the thing. I ain't doing nothing but bumping coochies, rubbing coochies. That was gay.
Right.
And that was in my early teenage years. So we didn't really have a problem. Men didn't really have a problem with that. It was when those same females were not bisexual anymore. They were just strictly females. You understand what I'm saying? So with this community, there is no procreation. It ends. Even male on male, female on. Why you say no?
Well, I mean, as far as together, yes, but you still got IVF. You still have all kind of ways that you can
create a family together.
So yeah, but like you said, not together. It takes a man, and it's going to take a man, and it takes a woman. Yeah,
It don't take a man; it take the sperm.
Sperm comes from the man. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, but you don't need the physical man. Just give me the sperm, and then I can do the rest.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, there's a man involved in the process.
Yes, but we still need the male species to create the sperm.
Right.
So in that case, we still need the male species for that.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So how do you dismiss, Shantae, how do you dismiss males? Because I know they hit on you.
Actually, one tried to hit on me yesterday. I do dismiss. I just tell them thanks but no thanks, or if we cool and we talking and they try, and I can, like, most of the time I can see where this is going. If you stop me in a certain manner, I automatically know you're either stopping because you looked at my butt, or you stopped me because you looked at my body, or you stopped me because you looked at my face. It's a reason why you stop me. So I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. Before you even go there, I'm gonna let you know, listen, I'm flattered, but no thank you. I'm actually a lesbian. I like women. I like the same thing you like. We play for the same team.
Okay.
That's a never ending sentence for me. And most of the time they respect it. They don't be like, oh, why you this and why you that. I haven't come across one disrespectful that was like, well, fuck you too, bitch. Or, excuse my language.
Uh-huh.
But that's what they say. I haven't come across
Yeah.
any like that. So thankfully, and if I do, I still know how to handle myself. But most of them they're respectful. They, oh, okay, my bad, no disrespect. I'm sorry, I didn't know. No, you didn't know. That's why I had to tell you. So no, none taken. You
Oh,
good?
okay, so Wanda,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
have you got guy friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
we used to hang. Have you ever had a problem with your guy friends hitting on chicks that you were with, interested in, or whatnot?
Nope. Never.
Okay.
Never had that problem. Well, I mean, because me personally, I feel like if you hang around with me, you know who I rock with. So I mean, I
Exactly.
think that's why I never had that issue of any of my friends ever trying to, you know, talk to. I mean, believe it or not, I get guys that be trying to talk to me, and I'm like, my dude, listen, you look at me, like, for really.
Yeah.
Like it definitely don't take a rocket scientist to figure out that we fighting for the same team.
Well,
But
I don't know. I
but
don't know. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. You look
It could be the
like a
look.
female. Last time I seen you,
but
you look like a female.
what? Yeah, I look like female, but my dress, how I dress,
Well,
I dress.
that could just be
I was about to say
tomboyish.
probably how she dressed and how she carried herself will let you know that she's not girly girl.
Definitely not girly girl.
All right, so Wanda,
I'm tomboy to the T.
yeah,
Like,
you rough around the edges, but you got
yeah, yeah, definitely.
you still you not hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
No, 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 no. I don't. Yeah, no, no. I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not that person. Yeah, I ain't that. Raw, 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 raw. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not me.
So I can see
Yeah, that's
where
definitely not me.
dudes would try you. I can see where dudes would try you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
back. I'm basing this on way back in the day
Right, 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 right.
because I haven't been around you within the past what 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's
to
true.
hang
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So
But out of this, I'm one of the fellas. Like, and if you sit around me, you hear me talk. Everybody, they're like my homeboys. They be like, "Wiz," well, everybody call me Wiz. They Wiz, you one of the boys. Like, we don't even look at you as no girl. My
okay,
best friend, he tell me time, sometimes while I be forgetting you a girl. Like,
but you you
yeah,
you are. I mean, you don't have any identity crisis. You know that you're a female,
no,
right? All right.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, Shantae, with your son,
Hmm.
how do you how do you think you're impacting him? I mean, with your lifestyle? How do you think that's going to impact him? And I know you said that your mom was a stud, and she didn't have any influence
Is
on you consciously, but unconsciously, it's a possibility.
I don't know because you know what when I never seen my mom. Um, I never seen my mom kiss or do anything that gave me the idea that she was with a woman. I just know Lisa, we had a 3 bedroom house, and I know I had a room. Lisa's stuff was in another room, and my mama was in another room when I was younger.
Okay.
It wasn't until I was in the 5th grade when my mom actually sat me down and talked to me and told me everything. I think I knew beforehand, but I just didn't really know what it was.
Hmm.
But I never seen my mom and Lisa go in the same room. I never seen them hug. I never seen them kiss. I never seen any of that. So when we would go out, we would all go out to eat or, something like that. So prior to 5th grade, I never seen anything. Once my mom told me,
Hmm.
then and I understood and I knew and I was like, okay. So I was like, so basically I got two moms. Because Lisa has always been Lisa is basically who molded me into who I am. The girly girl, the fashion and the this. And Lisa was literally the equivalence of Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice to me. The way she dressed, the way she looked, how
Mm,
she held herself. Like she is a very beautiful dark skinned woman, and I wanted to be just like Lisa. My mom is my mom, but I went to Lisa for everything because my mom was basketball shorts and sneakers, and she played ball, and she was this and she was
Lisa
that.
understood you. Yeah.
Huh?
I said
Yeah,
Lisa understood you.
Lisa understood me, and Lisa took on that role of, that feminine side of which is what I went to, or which is what I gravitated to, like my grandmother. So, she had a lot of influence on me. My mom, I don't think subconsciously my mom's lifestyle influenced me in no way or no shape, form, or fashion. Honestly, I was scared to tell my mom that I liked females. I didn't tell my mom that I liked girls until I was, um, I think I was a sophomore in high school, and I was scared to tell her because I didn't want her to be upset, and also I didn't want her to feel like she was the reason that I liked girls. That's the main reason I didn't want to say anything, because it really wasn't. I knew I liked girls because I was attracted to them. That's neither here nor there. As far as my son, I told him fairly young because he understood. Same with the way my mom did me. And he was just like, okay, that's you, that's your lifestyle, that's your business. Because the person that I was with for, I think I was with her for 16 years. So I was with her from the time Justin was 8 months until he was about 16, off and on. So 7 years. The first go around, we was together for 7 years straight. And then we broke up for 4, and then we got back together for another 6. So, she was always around, so he knew, and he's like, okay, do I think he'll be a gay man? Absolutely not. Do I think he look at men because I like women? Absolutely not.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't think it
Wait,
affected him one
Say
way or the
say
other.
that last part again. Do I think he look at men because you do not?
Do I think my son would be gay because I had it around him? No.
Oh,
People
okay.
seem to think that because they're around gay people, then that it
Hmm.
just rub off on you. No, that's not
Yeah,
how that
some people
works.
definitely. Yeah, some people
Some
definitely
people
think it's
feel
like
like
the
it's a
cooties.
it's a
Yeah.
yeah, like it's a coolness or it's an STD. Like,
Hmm.
no, you can't contract this by being around it. That's not
And,
it's not a disease.
and
So,
can
So
and can we normalize, like, just because I'm a lesbian don't mean I really like you because you're female?
I'm trying to tell you, I
Because
still have
I get so aggravated with these females. Just because I like girls don't mean I like you. Because I still have a type.
okay.
exactly, and I still have taste.
Okay, well
Absolutely.
that's just like men being nice to females and the females trip like I don't want you,
Right. Absolutely.
That's the
Yep.
exact
And
same
he just
thing.
Yep.
being nice.
Same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
He
Same
just
thing.
being he just trying to be nice to her, but she taking it to a whole nother level just because her mind is thinking something else.
Right. Right.
Exactly. It's like
Right.
they think lesbians don't have taste, or
Absolutely.
because we like women, we like all women. Absolutely not. That is
yeah, no, that is definitely not the case.
Yeah. Okay. It's the same thing. Y'all go sound like y'all go through the exact same thing that heterosexuals go through. Same problems, same
Absolutely.
issues.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
the only thing is you can't catch an STD being a lesbian. Can you?
Yes, you can. You can catch anything anybody can catch.
No.
If you hook up with that one person that got it, you absolutely can.
Yeah, because you're still exchanging bodily fluid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm. Just through kissing though, because
Absolutely.
there ain't no
So
penetration.
bumping
Let's
coochies can cause you to catch chlamydia and gonorrhea and
Absolutely.
everything else.
Absolutely.
what?
Absolutely.
Herpes.
Learn something.
Yes.
Learn something.
Yeah. I mean, it's not rare, but in most, I mean,
It's
yes,
not.
it's not like how heterosexuals are. But yes, if you
Right,
catch
right,
that one
right.
female,
It's rare.
yes,
Oh yeah.
you can.
Yeah, absolutely. If she got it and you have contact with her, you can catch it too.
Yes, you
Okay, so
can.
in picking your mate or your
Oh,
partner or whatnot, not mate, in picking your partner, do you take those things into consideration? Let's say your Wanda, for you, your feminine females,
hmm.
if they've been with dudes and they're bisexual, not just lesbian, that they're bisexual, do you take into consideration their past relationships?
Well, first off,
Do you date
I don't, I
bisexual?
don't, I don't date bisexual women, and I don't
Oh,
fool around with bisexual women.
okay.
So That's off the table right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you know? Do you
Yeah.
just straight up ask them, are they bisexual or, you know?
Absolutely. I asked them, are you attracted to men? If they say yes, you are bisexual. I
Okay.
have nothing else to say to you.
Okay. Okay. That's keeping it
Yeah.
100
Wanda,
right
I
there.
have a question for you. I have a question for you. Do you deal with women that once had an experience, whether it was years
Yeah, yes,
ago?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
for what now it's hard to find a woman that hadn't
Right. I was
been
gonna
with at
say
least one man. You know, the picking is very slim out here for those that. I mean,
Well, so that
once
makes them
you get
bisexual.
no, it
what.
doesn't.
Well,
No,
that's like you saying. She's bisexual. Girl, she's been with a man. She's
Yeah.
not bisexual.
I'm not bisexual at all.
Yeah, she's a lesbian. She's been with a man, but she's not actively with a man.
No, and haven't been.
Oh, okay.
Actively
So,
being with a
so,
man makes you bisexual.
okay.
Right,
Okay. Okay.
right.
All right. So that's like saying if a dude did a dude once and don't do it no more, he ain't gay. But in a heterosexual mind, yes, he is. You can't get rid of that.
Absolutely. See, that's the heterosexual mind because that's what you that's the only thing that you're thinking of that he's been with a man before.
Yeah. You can't take that back.
Well, I mean, some people
Most,
can,
I
some
don't
people
think
can't.
most straight men probably wouldn't disclose that information. Now, if they did it
That's
one
true.
time, I don't think they're going to disclose that because they know
Yeah,
that's gonna put a stamp on
that's
them.
true. Yeah, yeah,
I
that's true.
really don't
That
think
is
that
true.
they would ever disclose that. That's literally going to their grave. If they did it one time, whether they was drunk or they was having fun or it was a college day or
Yeah,
they
that's
did it
true.
one time, they're not going
Yeah,
to disclose that ever,
yeah,
ever. That's going to go to
that'd
their
be
grave.
yeah, absolutely. That
And they're
you
not going to
definitely
tell
right
their
about that.
homeboys. They're not going to tell
Nah, yeah, they ain't gonna
anybody.
tell
Only
nobody.
people who's
Yeah,
going to know that is the people, the
it's them
person
and God
that he was with. Yeah, him and God,
And the person he was with.
and
and
the
the
person
person
he
that
was
they
with.
was with.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. All
Yep,
right.
absolutely.
So I was looking, I looked into it a little bit, and most of it it comes from hearsay. I don't know the exact statistics or anything, but the suicide rate in the community is high.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it high in females or is it high in the trans or is it high in the males? Do you know? Or is there a difference?
I
Personally,
don't.
I think I don't know, but I think in my personal opinion, it's probably
Yeah.
high in the males and the
Yeah.
trans because
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
they have more um people are just now getting to the whole acceptance or semi acceptance
Hmm.
of
Yeah.
two women being together or
Right.
two men being together. But
Right.
now you've added on a man who looks like a woman or wants to
Hmm.
be a woman who was known as a
Hmm.
man. They're not really, or vice versa, a woman who now wants to be a man. They're not quite
Hmm.
up to par with that yet. So they're still a little on the fence with that. And then the trans women and men who are faced with this, it's probably a little hard for them because not only are you
Hmm.
having to deal with society, but you have to deal with your parents, your family, your inner circle.
Absolutely. Yep.
And that's probably hard for them because not only are you trying to be with the same sex or in their case the opposite sex, but you're changing your identity, something that
Hmm.
you've been or what they think was your identity because you were born as a boy and they've known you to be a boy all your life, but now you're wanting to be a woman, you're dressing like a woman. That's hard on them and your family, I think, my personal opinion. And then as far as men who like men, a man is in our society or our stereotypical world, men are supposed to be the hardcore, the head of the household, the this, the that,
Hmm.
the you can't cry, you can't do this, you can't do that
Yeah.
because you're not considered a man, and now here you are, a man, whether you're a feminine man or a masculine man who likes a man. So that takes a toll on them. And some people just they can't take it. No matter,
Yeah.
it's like your heart is fighting your mind.
Hmm.
Okay.
And most of the time, your mind wins. Oh, well, in their
Absolutely.
case,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I
So
feel like we need more understanding, more counseling, more open discussions about that. Because at the end of the day, you love who you love. You can't help that, but you can't beat a person down for who they love or how they even want, how they feel or how they want to feel. If in my mind, if I feel like I don't look like a feminine girl and I want to look like a man because that's how I feel on the inside, I shouldn't be punished for that. It's a free world.
True.
It's,
I
well,
agree.
supposedly.
I agree. I agree with that. So, switching gears a little bit. Well, first of all, I want to interject since I brought that up. I do advocate for mental health. So if you're tuned in and you're looking at this podcast, do get mental help. Talk to somebody. I don't know who you talk to in the LGBT community. I don't know if there's a special doctor for that, but I'm pretty sure since
It's
the community.
hotlines for it.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
So
There's
so
hotlines for it.
do get help. It is what it is. I accept everybody for who they are and where they at. It don't matter. It depends on how you treat me is what you get out of me. That's just me.
That's right.
So
That's right.
that is what it is. Just because you are a part of the community don't give you the right to treat other people wrong or bad or, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So what about religion? Are you all religious? I know that Wanda and I grew up in the church, pretty much as peewees or whatnot. Did that change? Do you still have religion? Or how does that work?
Yes.
I still have religion.
I
Yes.
still have religion. Yes.
You frequent the church? You go to church on a regular basis?
No.
No, I don't go on a regular basis, but I do go and I do tune into the YouTube sermons. It
Okay.
depends, but yeah, I do feel bad because I said I need to start back going to church more than what I do.
Okay. So growing up, now I've read the Bible. I was a Bible student, or you know what I'm saying.
Definitely. Definitely.
So but without me, just listening to the preachers and the church atmosphere, I guess you could say, they frown upon, or they taught and frowned upon homosexuality. How do you deal with that? I haven't been to church in forever for a sermon
It don't
anyway.
bother me.
It don't bother you?
It rolls right off of my back. It does not bother
Yeah,
me.
no, because I'm a firm believer. Like nobody got no heaven or hell to put me in. So
Okay.
I mean, what you say about me is, it's
It's your personal opinion.
that's it. That's it. And if you don't like my lifestyle, don't come around me. That's it.
And my thing is, no sin is greater than the other. So if you
That's
really
right.
want to Bible
Absolutely.
bash me about my homosexuality, then you must be the perfect person in the church, and every one of y'all better have not done so much as stole a piece of gum. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like you can't. No sin is greater than the other. But you have people, and I don't judge nobody. Preachers are out here getting caught up in scams and doing this and doing
Absolutely.
that. And my thing is, you have the nerve or the audacity. Those that do it have the audacity to say something about who I love, but who I love doesn't hurt you. Who I love doesn't affect you one way or the other. But you have pastors and church people out here who, adultery, stealing, there's a lot of things that they're doing. So for me, you can't say anything to me. That's my mindset. Don't say anything to me because what you're doing isn't perfect.
That's true.
Okay, so that's for the
true.
people. That rebuttal is for people that, like myself, who understands that there's no perfect people. But
Correct.
you have people out here, especially in the church and in the synagogues and in the mosque, that don't mind throwing rocks, even though they live in a glass house. How do you deal? Have you ever been confronted by those people?
I have not.
No.
What about you, Wanda?
No, I haven't been confronted by any of those people, and I think it's a good thing because I'm ready for them.
Right.
I'm ready for them when they come. I'm ready for them. I'm telling you,
Okay.
because if we gonna talk about something, we gonna talk about the whole book, the old and the new.
Okay.
So yeah, before you start throwing any well, you call my sins, make sure you don't have any in the books.
Okay. So, all right, that's all right. You heard that, church family. Don't do it. All right.
Don't come for me, honey.
Don't do
Okay.
it. Don't do
So
it.
Shantae, you told us how you came out and when you came out to your mom. Wanda, what did your folks say? Or
Um,
how did you approach that? Even though
I didn't.
we already knew.
First off, I've it's been in me since I've been tomboy since
Little.
I could dress myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And for the people listening, this is my this is my cousin. We grew up like, to me, like she's my little
a brother and
sister.
sister,
Yeah.
absolutely,
And so,
absolutely.
yeah, and then as we got older, we hung together like
Mm-hmm.
homies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this is my ace. This is my family right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but I wasn't around when you came out or told folk. So how did that
No.
go?
Well. Uh, um. First, I didn't come out. Well, I didn't tell my mom and my dad and my sister until I graduated from high school.
Okay.
Like I say, it was obvious, but I didn't really feel comfortable because, for one, I was scared of rejection, or like, would my mom be disappointed? Even though I knew she knew,
Hmm.
but I didn't know she knew in the same sense.
Hmm.
Um, I was really afraid of telling my daddy because he's from Trinidad, and island people not too accepting, and
Right.
I was I, my, I'm a daddy's girl, so that's one I did not want to be like, okay, yeah, no, I ain't want to do with you because I love my daddy. But I ain't gonna. When I graduated from high school, that's when I told my mom and my sister and my daddy,
And what
and it
was
was like, well, they said they already knew it,
yeah.
for one,
Hmm.
um, and that was a relief because I'm trying to figure out what I really want to say.
Mm.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was just when I told him when I graduated from high school, it was a relief that I got that off my chest, and I told him
Okay. All right.
when I graduated from high school. I'm leave it right there.
Did
Yeah,
anything
I'm gonna leave it at
change?
that. Nope, nothing changed.
What about you, Shantae?
Nothing changed for me. When I told my mom, we was actually in the garage. She had picked me up because my car broke down on the side of the highway, and I needed her to come pick me up. So she got me, and when she picked me up, I had my girlfriend in the car with me, who was a stud, and she dropped her off. She knew who she was because she had met her on several times. We went to the movies, but she didn't know that that's what the deal was between us.
Okay.
So that night after leaving the game, my car messed up. She had to come pick us up. She dropped Brittany off, and we went home. And when she pulled into the garage, she cut the car off, and she just looked at me, and I looked at her. And she was like, "Is there something that you want to tell me?" And I'm like, yeah. I was like, "But mom, please don't be mad at me." She was like, "Tay, I'll never be mad at you." She was like, "This is not an easy lifestyle." And this was in 2002, 2001, 2002. So she just flat out told me, she told me the semi horror stories that her and my uncle went through. Well, I call him my uncle, but it's my mom's best friend, as a gay man and a lesbian woman in the 80s and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, "But mom, that's not the case now. This is the early 2000s." And, she was like, "Just be careful." She's like, "Women think with their heart. I mean, women love easy. They're more emotional. You can't play with their feelings." And, she was just kind of
Mm.
talking to me. And I, I understood where she was coming from, but it didn't change the dynamic of our relationship. My mother and I are like two peas in a pie, honey. We like white on rice. That is my ace. That's my homie. That's my best friend, my rock, my confidant, everything. I tell my mother everything, and she tells me pretty much everything that won't have me jumping down nobody's throat.
Mm.
But it didn't change anything. It didn't. Most people be like, "Oh my God, you had a mom as a stud that should have made you." That's the perfect combo. But it's not really, because I felt like I never wanted my mom to feel like it was her fault, or or blame herself for me in this lifestyle. So that was my biggest concern. It wasn't rejection. It wasn't my family disowning me or anything like that. It was more so I was thinking about how my mother felt, or how my mom was going to feel, and not wanting her to blame herself. And
Okay.
she didn't.
Were there anybody? Was there anybody in your family that started treating you different that you noticed? The both of you. How, can you answer that question? Is there anybody that you know of that started treating you different afterwards?
No.
No.
It took my granny. I think because my granny had already just went through it with my mom. Well, not just went through it, but my granny, my mom broke the ice with with my mom. So she wasn't really like, oh, okay, cool. But she wasn't like, oh my God, you're a disgrace or anything like that. She just was like, oh, okay, this is new. But it didn't change how close we were. My granny was still my everything, and I still was her everything. So she just had to get used to the idea. I think she was more so grateful and happy that I wasn't a tomboy, and because she didn't get the bond with my mom like how she did with me, because my mom is tomboy. My mother didn't have anything in common. My granny was very, 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 very girly. When I tell you prissy, very prissy. So, she didn't have that bonding moment with my mom, so to speak, like how she did with me. And I think she was just more so like, oh my God, thank you, Tay. It's not like her mom, like tomboy, and we could still go shopping and get our nails done together. That
Okay.
sort of thing.
Okay.
And it's crazy that you say something about a grandmother, because I took a friend to grandmama house.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I took a friend to grandma house. Al, you know how grandmama was.
Right. Right. She
We
was real. She
we
was a
walked
real
in
one.
the we walked in the house, and grandmama said, "Wonder which is you, the boy or the girl?" I just looked at her like, "What?" Right,
Oh
right,
my
right.
Yeah.
goodness.
Yo, listen, Al, when I tell you right then, I was like, you know what? I don't even care who know right now. Like my grandma just, and me and Jack, we just stood there and looked at each other like, did she just really just say that? She said, which one of you, the boy or the girl, wanted? I said, what? Like, why would you? Yo, it blew my mind. I was like, yeah, come on, let's get out of here. Like, I say this to say, like, me was trying to hide it. Like, it was obvious that grandma picked up on it just like that, without even saying anything. So I'm like, oh boy. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I really don't even care who know now. Now my grandmama said this to me. Yeah, I don't even care who know anymore.
Mhm,
And nothing changed. She still loved me
mhm,
just as much as she did from before she said that comment to me.
Yeah.
mhm.
So I was like, you know what? This real right here. Grandma, you the truth.
Yep. For real.
My family, my
You the
family was
truth,
the
grandma.
same. Like grandfather, uncles, mom, grandmother, everybody. Like every cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody in my family. They're pretty much like really, really um open, honest, cool, calm, cool, collect. Like I don't think I have a snooty family. And if I do have a snooty family member, they wouldn't be bold enough to say anything to my face
Gotcha,
or behind my
gotcha.
back, because of how me and my mom are. Like they know Gloria. Gloria down for whatever. And and I'm her daughter. So you come at me if you want to, crazy, and vice versa. But my family is so close knit, and we all is I'm blessed. I can honestly say I have the best extended and
Absolutely.
immediate family. I could not
Yeah.
ask for a better group of family members, whether they are my close knit or they're extended, because we're all cool and just open minded. We don't have we if we do have closed minded family members, they're extremely old and they're in their 90s now, and they just don't. They'll never change their opinion, but
Right,
they're
right,
never
right.
disrespectful. You know what
Yep.
I mean? But all
Okay.
the way
I
down
can.
to my great aunt who's in her 80s, she's like, okay, that's your business. I still love you all the same.
Okay.
So
And I could say the same thing because we definitely got that too. We done lost the pioneers of the family, but
oh my God. Yeah.
our family is definitely close. We don't have no no bougie that I know of, no bouginess in our family either. Like
Nah, we ain't got no
I would
bouginess, but
I mean, we got what we got, but you know what I'm saying is
yeah,
as
yeah, I
far
got
as far as we're close knit family, not like it was
you. Right,
before,
Yeah.
like since Uncle Jackie Boy and Grandmama, since
right.
all them been gone. But before then,
And
man,
granddaddy.
listen, yep, Uncle JT, yep, it was we definitely was a close knit family, yo. We all rock with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're gonna switch gears, and I'm gonna end it up like this with this question.
Okay.
It may not pertain to you both, but since you are in the community, how do you feel, and or do you contribute to the agenda, the the agenda being pushed on children? How do you feel?
Mm.
How do you feel? Because
Mm.
the media is lighting it up, and society, all the way up to the to Congress and the Senate and all of that. The agenda is being pushed in schools and everywhere else. How do you feel about that? And do you support it?
I'm a I'm a firm believer. Let kids figure out for themselves. Like, don't
Yeah.
push it on them. Let them have their true feelings. Like, if you really feel like you're attracted to the same, okay, good. Because, like I say, I knew when I was young that I liked the same sex. But I don't believe in these parents, dressing their kids up as, because I've been seeing on the internet where these parents dressing these kids of what they want their kids to be.
Yeah.
The mom mad because she had a little boy instead of a little girl, so she put the little boy in. Like, don't do that.
Right,
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now you forcing that on that kid.
right, and
If he want to put on a dress, go ahead and let a kid be comfortable in what they want to put on. That's what I say. Just because, and I might not say this right, but I'm not going to say just because a kid play with dolls that he's going to be gay. Because that
most
might just be a little phase you're going through.
that ain't no phase. Hold on, I used to plait baby dolls to hair. Yeah. So I'm far from gay. I,
Sure,
I'm
definitely,
I'm a
I know
lesbian, doggone it. If I want to be a
that.
part of the community, I'll be a lesbian.
That you're a lesbian?
I'm telling you. Anyway,
That's what my homeboys be saying. They be like, "Nah, Wes, what would you with lesbians?"
yeah,
I'm like, "I
yeah.
got you, I got
So I don't believe playing with baby dolls don't make you gay. Playing with the little easy bake oven don't make you gay.
you."
Playing with
No,
that
and
stuff.
putting your kid on a pink shirt and all that. That don't make them soft
It
either.
don't.
Right, right.
No, not at all.
Cause you got these people out here, like, I ain't with my kid wearing no pink and purple.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
well, why not?
yep.
You must not be for certain of your sexuality, because you ain't gonna, because you ain't want to wear them kind of colors. But
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with them colors with me and wearing them kind of colors.
So we're not talking about that. That's the simple stuff. I mean, it could be impressionable, but that's the simple stuff. I'm talking about when they go to
Hmm.
school and these books that they're reading. Uh, some of the teachers I seen on the internet where the teacher had a play and they dressed the little black boy up in a dress without the parents knowing. The
Yeah, no,
parent,
absolutely not.
and then you
No, that,
have
no.
all the rights and the policies for children to make their own mind up and what they want to identify as. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that real
Okay,
life
okay, I got you.
situation,
Okay,
impression, that push on the children.
yeah, yeah, no, don't do that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I feel like
I
once you're
disagree
old
with
enough
that
to
totally.
make
Yeah,
those decisions,
absolutely. Yep.
then that's one thing. But don't make the decision for that child. I
Right,
mean,
right, right.
no, no, I don't agree with that. I feel like once you get of a certain age and you're able to comprehend what is going on, you have a
Yep.
sound understanding of what the
Absolutely.
choice that you're
Yep.
making, then that's one thing.
You can
But
make that choice. Yeah.
yes, you can make that choice. And I'm not saying you have to be an adult, because but if you're a 16-year-old who know for a fact X, Y, and Z,
Mm-hmm.
then okay. Or even a middle schooler, because some middle schoolers know, but it's based on the child, and for them to put rules in place for one standard age or tone is not okay, because one person may not be this. Everybody's not the same, so
That's true.
I don't agree with it. I feel like once it should be individual child.
So,
If they make that decision, that's one thing.
so is the agenda ran by white gays or white straight folk? Is that who's pushing this agenda? Because the black females and males, gay males, all say that pretty much the same thing. They don't agree with it, with the pushing that agenda on the children. So who's running this coalition?
Could be them.
Huh?
It could be
Yeah.
them. I don't think that is. I don't think that is our.
I think the politicians run that coalition.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really think politicians run that coalition.
And everybody else just follows suit. Like there's no uproar.
That's it.
And there's no
Right.
uproar in the community. There's no, y'all not, I don't know, standing up against or standing
Right,
up for
right,
the
right.
children. So if you go along
Right.
with it and don't stand up for it, you're pretty much going along with it, basically.
Absolutely.
Or I don't think, if it's not hitting home, if it's not affecting you per se,
Yeah,
a lot of
absolutely.
people are staying out of it. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
And it may, if it doesn't, like, if this is for, say, for instance, it's a couple who don't have any children, they're not going to advocate for this because
Right.
it has nothing
It
to do
don't
with
affect them. Right.
it doesn't
Absolutely.
affect them, and that's a
Mhm.
good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because it's a bad thing because when these individuals, two women or two men, do decide to have children, or if they decide to have children, and say it's years down the road, this policy has been put in place. It's going to
All
affect
right.
your unborn child.
That's right.
It's going
Absolutely.
to affect
Yeah.
you one way or the other.
That's right.
But because the mindset that we are in now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't even,
Absolutely.
that's not." We mind our business, and if it don't pay our bills, or if we mind the business that pay us, I'll say that.
That's
So
it.
if it doesn't pertain to us, then we don't really get involved in it, so to speak,
This is.
to an extent.
I feel like this is society world now. This is not.
Yeah.
Society rules everything now. Society didn't.
But we make up society.
That's true.
We are society.
Yes. But we're not
We
thinking long
are
haul
absolutely. We're thinking right now.
right now. Yeah. So like right now, as a 20-something-year-old, I'm not 20, but like the younger, the younger lesbian and gay and transgender LGBT community, this isn't affecting them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But in 20 years or 10 years down the road, when they do decide to settle down, get married, have a kid, or if they don't do it in that order, it's going to affect their kid, but they're not thinking about it right now.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Thank you for saying that. And so we're gonna bring this to an end. Is there? Well, let me let you end it up with something to say to the community or whatever it is you want to say. Wanda, go ahead on and go first. Say whatever it is you feel like getting off your chest, if anything.
No, I just appreciate this little talk here. That's all. I mean, I ain't really got nothing to get off my chest,
Okay,
I'm
good,
in happy vibrations over here.
okay. So good conversation is always welcome.
Definitely.
Okay, Miss Shantae, what about yourself?
I definitely appreciate you bringing me on to this podcast, and I would love to work with you in future, conversations.
Okay.
But as far as my LGBTQ plus community, be yourself and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I mean, if you don't stick up for yourself, if you don't be an advocate for yourself, then no one else will. If you need help or if you're struggling with something, seek the help. There are plenty of people out there that will not judge you. They will help you if you're feeling a way, if you don't understand something, or children, not children, but kids who are, you know, struggling with being different, there are plenty of help and support groups out there that will help you and support you. They will not judge you, and you know, and it is confidential. You know, they're there for you. There are places and people and locations in place for things of that nature. And if you feel it that you need it, please seek it because it's out there.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I
And
second
again,
that.
mental health, take care of it. That's all you got.
Absolutely.
You all you got.
Absolutely.
And
That's
so
right.
now this is the end, and I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to the AV Experience podcast. I am your host, Alvando Vinson, with my guests Wanda and Shantae. And until next time,
Sure you know what you're doing.
peace.
Peace.